Coverage this week brought to you by Team Associated A-Main Performance Hobbies and the Live Time as we fill out the Pro Truck A-Main grid with the top 3 here in the B-Main. And Billy Fischer leads them into turn number 1. Adam Drake getting upside down in the second corner there. We had a chance to go check out that section during the A-Main warm-ups, and that has been one of the most difficult spots of the track the whole race. Looks like it's going to be Billy Fischer, Tanner Stees, and CJ Jelin, I believe, breaking away here early. Cody King moving up to the 4th spot from 6th on the grid as Adam Drake, the worst off after the first lap. It's actually Billy Fischer, CJ Jelin, and Aaron Gomez, the top 3 after lap number 1. Fischer up on the pipe in the back section. CJ Jelin looking to the inside before the lifetime back patio and no room to go. Gomez looks to the inside of Jelin, can't make it happen. To the inside again and makes the pass through the greedy fingers. Aaron Gomez looking at making the Pro Truck main event here, at least pushing the pace early on. Techno RC's Billy Fischer from the front of the grid with a good start and certainly has the speed to make the A-Main, a former national championship finalist. Fischer and Jelin going big over the left side canyon gap, and Jelin drives to the inside of Aaron Gomez for the second spot as Cody King rolled it over through that back section before the back patio and is going to lose a couple of spots there. What a drive this would be for CJ Jelin after making the podium last week in four-wheel drive at the Desert Classic. And a shot at his first major nitro race Pro A-Main. Here in the Pro Truck category, Billy Fischer, Aaron Gomez getting by Jelin there on the right side of the track, back for the second spot. And the top 3 starting to break away. Now they're over 2 seconds ahead of Noah Dickerson, who's moved up from the 10th spot on the grid to 4th. Marky Sousa rounding out the top 5 at the moment. Cody King dropped all the way to 6th. So Fischer, Gomez, and Jelin, top 3 over the Team Associated step-on, step-off section. Hop, skip, and jump across the stepping stone. And it looks like it's Noah Dickerson with Mark Sousa behind him in 4th now. 4th place, Dickerson starting to catch CJ Jelin and make that a battle for the final transfer. In fact, Dickerson has gotten around Jelin. And Dickerson from the 10th spot on the grid, the fastest mover so far. Working his way up into the top 3. Gomez looked to the inside of Billy Fischer before the AK double downs. And again making this pass on Fischer in the same spot. He passed Jelin earlier through the inside of the greedy fingers. Found a line there right along the inside pipe and is able to take over the lead. Whoa! Gomez getting up on the wrong side of the pipe over the cash-out double. And Fischer retakes the spot across the Savox dance floor to the front straightaway. Fischer, Gomez, and Dickerson separated by less than 9/10 with another 1.3 seconds back to Jelin, regrouping in the 4th spot. So a great race out front at the moment with 3 minutes into this 30-minute main complete. Fischer in control. Gomez and Dickerson both looking for their first major nitro race A-Main appearances. Gomez looking at the inside of Fischer, trying to make a pass on the front straightaway. Fischer able to clear him by the first turn. Running those new Techno RC block engines, OS-based 21 mils. Gomez has been so strong here through the greedy fingers. Let's see if he does it again on Fischer. Not close enough to make a pass there. Fischer a little out of shape through the lane change. And around the fishhook, top 3 all stacked up, and here comes CJ Jelin. Gomez with a mistake, he rolls it over. Dickerson back to the second spot. Dickerson looked to the inside of Fischer and then got stacked up with Gomez across the Savox dance floor. Now we've got a 4-way battle for 3 transfer spots. 4 minutes into this 30-minute main. Incredible race so far. All 4 drivers competing like it's the end of this 30-minute main. And dicing back and forth for position. Fischer now with a little bit of room. Dickerson in a comfortable second spot. Jelin all over Gomez for 3rd. Fischer a little out of shape heading to the Savox dance floor. Dickerson able to close up a couple of feet. And Dickerson had to check up coming onto the front straightaway there. Top 4 now 5.3 seconds clear of Cody King in 5th and the rest of the field. And only one of these 4 drivers will not bump up. Fischer looks to be settling in a bit. Dickerson and Gomez, second and third. Gomez all over the rear wing of Noah Dickerson. I saw Noah's parents in the LiveRC broadcast booth, making their way out here from Texas to cheer on the young man. Gomez coming up a little short on the left side A-main canyon gap. Fischer with a half a second at the line last time by Gomez. A nice inside move on Noah Dickerson through the fish hook. Retakes the second spot. Dickerson looked to the inside right before the Savox dance floor. Oh, Dickerson getting up on the pipe a little bit, going over that hip turn, and was able to bring it back down. Gomez smacking the pipe in the back left corner of the track, and he's going to lose 2 spots. Dickerson and Jelin go by. Gomez with some feast or famine driving so far. One of the fastest cars on the track, but also having the most spectacular crashes. And now Dickerson and Jelin, 2 of the youngest drivers here in the Pro Truck category, with a shot at making the final. Still a long time left to go, not even to the first pit stop. Most drivers will be pitting 3 times here in this 30-minute final. Jelin opting not to jump the canyon gap, and now Aaron Gomez all over him again. So battle for Stees and Cody King. Both of them get around Gomez. Gomez fights back past Cody King. They tangle going through the lane change. Banging doors here at the 7-minute mark. King gets into Gomez going up toward the Savox dance floor section. So King up to the 5th spot. He's got Adam Drake. Drake started second on the grid, crashed in the second corner, fell all the way back. Drake with a mistake now in the back left corner, again having trouble in that section. He's going to lose touch with Cody King a little bit. CJ Jelin. Jelin to stretch out a bit of a gap in the 3rd spot. So here's Jelin working across the Savox dance floor. Stees behind him. Here's the battle for the final transfer position. It looks like that was Richard Saxton back there cheering on maybe Tanner Stees. Here is the young man from Northern California, CJ Jelin. Little mistake up at the top of the live time back patio. Had a chance to go look at that during our A-main practice session, and some very big ruts up there that are almost invisible from the driver's stand and our camera perspective. Here is a race leader, Billy Fischer, out front by over 3 seconds at the line last time by. The gap over Noah Dickerson is now grown. Actually, CJ Jelin moving to the 2nd spot as pit stop starting to cycle through. Jelin and Drake now in pit lane. Gomez coming into pit lane. Dickerson, Stees, King, Quagraine, and Sousa have all pitted already, so Billy Fischer has not yet come into pit lane at the 8:20 mark. I can't imagine with a lead like this he would try to make the race on 2 stops, but we'll see. 8:30, we'll see if Fischer comes in this lap. No, so perhaps going for that 10-minute pit strategy. Seems awfully risky with the fact that he's had the field covered on pace so far. Perhaps getting some impressive fuel mileage out of that new Techno RC block engine. Fischer, Dickerson, Jelin holding down the top 3 as pit stops have cycled through for everyone on the track but Fischer. And 9 minutes left to go. Yep, Fischer going 10. Seems unnecessary, but the Techno RC crew making the decision. Whoa, Fischer with a little mistake in the back left corner there. Saw Tanner Denny holding up his foot a bit. Fischer through the lane change. Seems much more in control than he did in the early stages of the race with a whole bunch of pressure. Fischer with a 13-second lead on Dickerson. Another 1.8 back to Tanner Stees at the line last time by, and Stees and Jelin with Aaron Gomez were a battle last lap. Now it looks like Stees 1 second behind Dickerson has made this a battle for second. Jelin with a mistake has dropped back to the 5th position. Now Aaron Gomez up to 4th, but he's 3.6 seconds behind Stees in a battle for the final transfer spot. So here's Dickerson and Stees, 1st and 2nd. Billy Fischer in for his first pit stop at the 10:20 mark, so made it by for that first 10-minute fuel stint. Here comes Dickerson down the line. It looks like he's going to come out. Fischer with a mistake over the A-Main Canyon gap on the left side. He's going to lose 2 spots as Dickerson and Stees get by for 1st and 2nd. Dickerson with a mistake going up to the AKA double downs, and now Tanner Stees taking over the lead of the Pro Truck B-Main. Dickerson 2nd, Fischer 3rd as they head over the team-associated stepping stone. In 4th place, Aaron Gomez starting to close the gap to the top 3. Stees over the poker table, battle for 2nd. Dickerson and Fischer over the poker table. Down the straightaway they go. A 1/3 of a second apart at the line last time by. Dickerson up the live time back patio. Fischer and Gomez all within the same section of the course. Fischer picking up a little bit of time on Dickerson through the greedy fingers, but then gave it up in the next left-hand corner. 3-way battle for 2nd, 3rd, and 4th, stacking up across the Savox dance floor. Dickerson into the pipe, and Fischer all over him, goes wide over the poker table. Uh-oh, Dickerson's car coming to a stop in the front straightaway. Oh, man, tough break for the young Texan. This is in between pit stops, so that doesn't make sense. It's not like he's out of fuel. What a heartbreaker there for Dickerson. They're not putting fuel in it. Mark Schroeder there trying to start the car up. And looking much less urgent now. Yeah, now let's try putting some fuel in it. Wow, heartbreaker there. Noah Dickerson had a shot at the final, and it's over now. Tanner Stees out front, Billy Fischer 2nd, Aaron Gomez running in the 3rd spot. Joseph Quagraine moving all the way to 4th, Cody King to 5th. The battle for the 2nd spot. Nope, that is Stees and Fischer. A battle for the lead up at the top of the hill.
Our leader, the battle for 2nd is Billy Fischer and Aaron Gomez doing the look.
The 13-15 down, 16:45 to go. Tanner Stees coming by with a 4.2 second gap on Fischer at the line last time by, now 3.5. Fischer with a rear-view mirror full of Aaron Gomez, and then it's 3.6 seconds back to Joseph Quagraine in the 4th spot. So here's Gomez and Fischer battling for 2nd. Here's where Gomez has been so strong, dives to the inside after the AKA double downs into the greedy fingers and makes the pass again. Gomez has had that section on lockdown. Great move for the all-white truck. Getting around early race leader Billy Fischer. Fischer still in a transfer position. Let's see how far back to Joseph Quagraine. 3.4 seconds separates Fischer from Quagraine, 3rd and 4th. Cody King rounding out the top 5, 8.5 seconds out of the race lead. And just under 5 seconds behind a final transfer spot. Here's Tanner Stees. Looks like made a mistake perhaps, got shuffled back into the 2nd spot, got to the inside there of Aaron Gomez through the fish hook. And Fischer looked to the inside, heading toward the cash-out double, wasn't able to make the pass. So the top 3 all on the LiveRC.com Las Vegas Strip at the same time. Stees, Gomez, Fischer battle for the top 3 spots. These 3 drivers looking to transfer into the A-Main as we're approaching the halfway mark of this Pro Truck B final. Around the fish hook to the cash out double. All three of them across the dance floor at the same time. And right across the finish line, top three separated by just 0.8 of a second. Fischer with a little trouble getting onto the LiveRC.com Las Vegas Strip. Gomez right up under the wing of Tanner Stees, heading up the lifetime back patio here to the AKA double down section. Here's Gomez again to the inside. Can't make it happen this time due to the greedy fingers. Tanner Stees had the door shut. Gomez so impressive through the left side of the infield here. Fischer looking to the inside of Gomez, heading into the Savox dance floor, wasn't able to make the pass. And Tanner Stees coming into pit lane. Gomez hitting the wall, coming onto the straightaway, and Fischer goes from third to first in one turn. So Tanner Stees pitting at the 15:40 mark. Remember, Billy Fischer making one fewer pit stop than these guys, so he should have no problem skating his way to the win if he can keep that Techno RC truck on its tires.
15 down, 14 to go.
So Billy Fischer now with a commanding lead over Aaron Gomez. How the race has changed in just Fischer Gomez, who's come into pit lane for his second pit stop, so that's going to allow Tanner Stees to go by. Might be in contention with Aaron Gomez. There's Stees going by in the second spot. There's Gomez, I believe, in the white. There's Cody King. Quagraine might not be running a green painted body, so this might be third, fourth, and fifth here. Gomez, Quagraine, and King. Quagraine actually the front of the two white trucks. So Quagraine right now in the transfer position. You can only imagine what the LiveRC chat room is going to look like if Joseph Quagraine bumps up. Don't do a whole lot of pro truck racing in Finland. So the battle for third continues going around the fish hook section. Looks like Quagraine with a little bit of a gap on Gomez with King in the third spot. Oh, King making a mistake going over the cash out double. And he's going to fall into the clutches of Adam Drake in what's now a battle for the fifth spot. But here's Aaron Gomez in pursuit of Joseph Quagraine. The two white trucks working around the lifetime back patio section. Quagraine and Gomez around the fish hook, running about 3 seconds behind Tanner Stees at the line last time by. See Stees heading toward the poker table just out of frame. And here are the two white trucks in third and fourth, only one of them in a transfer spot at the moment. Gomez less than a second back at the line. 18 minutes and 15 seconds into this 30-minute final. Gomez's truck a little out of shape through the ruts going up the face of a lifetime back patio. Gomez so strong through the greedy fingers, able to close up a bit on Quagraine. Be quite the story if either of these drivers can bump up. Quagraine, the European, one of the few European drivers racing here at the Silver State this year. And Aaron Gomez would be making his first major Nitro Pro final. Up the top of the lifetime back patio, heading to the AKA double down section. And just out of frame there, King and Drake battling in fifth and sixth. Both of them, I'm sure, trying to work together to catch these two. Still a bit of a gap from Tanner Stees back to Quagraine and Gomez. It was 3.5 seconds at the line last time by. Monkey see, monkey do as Quagraine and Gomez both caught the pipe going across the Savox dance floor. And Gomez looking to the inside, making the pass on Quagraine at the end of the front straightaway. Quagraine squares him up, but crashes off the track. And Gomez is going to take over the third spot. So Quagraine trying to answer back at the end of the front straightaway over the A-Main Canyon gap. And not able to make what's been the toughest jump on the track. So now Aaron Gomez back into a transfer position. Quagraine in pursuit. Looks like Adam Drake has gotten around Cody King. Moved up into the fifth position. So Cody King trying to make it back into both pro finals here in his second major race with HB Racing, as he did at the Nitro Challenge, but with less than 10 minutes to go on the outside looking in here, CJ Jelin running up front for much of the race. Dropping down to the 7th spot has come in for his third pit stop. And Billy Fischer should be expected in here any second now. And Fischer, race leader, in for his second and last pit stop, in and out. The Techno RC crew getting him back on the track, and he's going to rejoin just behind Aaron Gomez and Joseph Quagraine. So Tanner Stees saw him just jumping through the AKA double down sections, taking over the lead. And here's second, third, and fourth. Now Fischer knows that the 2 white trucks ahead of him will be pitting one more time, as will Adam Drake. He'll have to pit again as the orange and blue Mugen truck is creeped into the frame. So here are 4 drivers battling for second, third, fourth, and fifth. Whoa, Gomez hitting the pipe coming onto the front straightaway and able to pedal it and save it, but he doesn't jump the A-Main Canyon gap, and he's going to lose 2 spots, and then he fights right back past. Now Quagraine shoots back to the top spot, at least the second spot here. Drake up on the wrong side of the pipe, heading to the AKA double downs. He's going to lose a little bit of ground. It's Gomez, Quagraine, Fischer. Drake getting into the back of Fischer's truck, going through the lane change section, and they're going to lose a ton of ground. Then Drake rolling over, going into the fish hook. He stops and lets Fischer go. And Cody King back into the mix as Quagraine and Gomez have pulled away. Wow, that changes the battle for the final transfer spot now, as Gomez has a 3.7 second gap back to Fischer, Drake, and King, who've locked themselves in their own battle, separated by just 6/10 at the line. Quagraine and Gomez with a bit of a cushion now. Tanner Stees with a big 7.4 second advantage on Quagraine and Gomez. But first, second, third, fifth, and sixth will all have to pit for a third time. And Billy Fischer might just out fuel mileage the rest of these drivers into the lead of the Pro Truck B main. We've still got over 7.5 minutes to go. Looks like Drake and Jelin both in to pit lane for their third pit stops. And 7:40 down, we go to some split screen action with our Savox track cam, checking out pit lane. And here's, looks like Mark Sousa up on the blocks down in the 9th spot. Who's coming up through the poker table section. We've got one of the all-white trucks in the pit lane. That's Joseph Quagraine into the pits. Billy Fischer's going to go by him down the straightaway. Cody King coming in for his third pit stop. So Fischer picking up one spot as he is done with his pit strategy for the race. Tanner Stees and Aaron Gomez will still have to pit a third time. Tanner Stees into pit lane for his third stop. Race leader up on the blocks, fuel stick in. His father Kevin man the fuel stick. And the new for 2017 X-Ray driver back out on the track. Looks like getting out in front of Aaron Gomez. So Tanner Stees in and out of pit lane with the race lead. And Cody King in for, looks like, a fourth pit stop. That doesn't make a whole lot of sense. So Aaron Gomez in the second position. The only one of the front runners who has not yet pitted for a final time. 6 minutes and 15 seconds left to go. Not the fastest stop there. Looks like the crew member had a hard time getting the fuel stick into the body there. So this might be Gomez and Quagraine battling again for the third transfer position with 5 minutes and 50 seconds left to go. After pit stops are cycled through, Stees going to take the top spot, Fischer second. And here's Gomez and Quagraine in a battle for the final transfer position. 5 minutes and 35 seconds left. An excellent Pro Truck B main event on the track. So Fischer going through the AKA double downs, and here's the battle for third, Quagraine and Gomez. So second, third, and fourth, roughly through the same section of the track, meandering around the fish hook. and heading to the cash out double across the Savox dance floor. Quagraine and Gomez battle for third, both all white trucks. Gomez trying to get a run here on Quagraine on the left side of the track. Let's see if he can get close enough to make a move through the AKA double downs. Is that Fischer? Nope, that looks like Dylan Rodriguez's truck that's stacked up there going slowly, and Gomez had nowhere to go, ran right into the back of him. So Cody King mounting a charge again. Not sure what may have happened there to Adam Drake. Looks like Joseph Quagraine starting to reel in Billy Fischer in what would be a battle for the second spot. So 4 minutes and 25 seconds left to go. Stees, Fischer, Quagraine, Gomez, and Drake, the top five, 4:15 left.
4 minutes coming up on 4 to go. Drivers 26 down, 4 to go.
4 minutes left for the top three drivers: Tanner Stees, Billy Fischer, Joseph Quagraine, Aaron Gomez, and Adam Drake. The top five. Gomez was 2.4 seconds behind Joseph Quagraine with about. Now it's just down to 1.2 seconds. So Aaron Gomez tries to drive over to the greedy finger section. Now Gomez up on the wrong side of the pipe. So the two white trucks still battling it out for the final transfer spot with 3:20 left to go. This has been a good one. Stees, Fischer, Quagraine, Gomez, and Drake top five. Gomez and Quagraine separated by 1.1 seconds with 3 to go. Adam Drake looked and able to land back on his wheels. 2:45 left. I think that was Gomez making a mistake. Quagraine gets into him and going over the poker table. Three-way battle for the third transfer spot with 2 minutes and 30 seconds left to go. Three-way battle for the top, for the third transfer position up at the top of the lifetime back patio section to the AKA double downs. Drake waiting for the two white trucks to get together. Quagraine holding on to the transfer spot. Gomez going wide through the fishhook, and here comes the Drake. Drake hitting the pipe through the fishhook section and trying to hang on. For the final transfer spot is right now Joseph Quagraine with less than 9/10. Back to Gomez, who's got about a second to Drake at the line. 2 minutes left in a three-way battle for the third transfer spot to the Pro Truck Final. Who's going to take it? AKA double down section to the greedy fingers. It's Quagraine with Gomez and Drake still within striking distance to the cash out double. Gomez a little out of shape going up the face of the jump, but fast across the dance floor, just catching the pipe with the inside front tire. Gomez flat landing after the poker table is going to lose a few tenths. Adam Drake in fourth, 1:20 left to go. Still a three-way battle for the third spot. Gomez looking frustrated through the greedy finger section's been so fast through there. This time just driving a little bit too hard. They're not too far behind Billy Fischer, so Fischer's still under pressure. Quagraine out of shape across the Savox dance floor, and Gomez less than a half second back with just less than a minute to go. Oh, and Gomez with a mistake. Drake gets by. Drake crashed in the back left corner, and now Quagraine's going to sail it home for the third transfer spot. I'm going to leave you with Camden Lime to finish up the races. I'm going to head up on the driver's stand and talk to the three transfer positions.
The Tanner Stees, your leader right now. Billy Fischer, Joseph Quagraine, Aaron Gomez, and Adam Drake been battling it out for the whole race. Joseph Quagraine right now on your final bump spot. There's Billy Fischer and Joseph Quagraine battling it out. Adam Drake not too far behind, 2 seconds away in striking distance. So we'll see if Adam Drake can use his crazy powers and always get that awesome bump. There's Billy Fischer and Joseph Quadrain. Joseph Quadrain taking it nice and easy through there, right on his tail. Down into the stepping stone. Oh, Joseph Quadrain gets it wrong, so now it's Adam Drake right behind him. Adam looking inside. Loop is done. Adam's going to punch it, gets squirrely, and it's going to be Joseph Quadrain and Billy Fischer getting the bump spot. So, and Tanner Stees is on his victory lap. He's on at 53, 30, 31. Tanner Stees, your winner, bumping it up to the A main. Billy Fischer bumping it up to the A main in Arizona local. And Joseph Quadrain, the JQ, bumping it up into the A main. With Adam Drake 4th, Aaron Gomez 5th, Cody King 6th, CJ Jelin 7th, Noah Dickerson 8th, Alberto's out, Mark Sousa was out, Colin Herzig was out, and Billy Easton was out. Tanner Stees, the new X-Ray driver with the Pro Line rubber. Billy Fischer with the Techno with the Pro Line rubber. Joseph Quadrain with the JQ racing car with the Reds engine and the AKA rubber. Adam Drake with the Pro Line rubber. Aaron Gosman with the Pro Line rubber. CJ Jelin with the Pro Line rubber. Cody King with the Pro Line rubber. Noah Dickerson with the Pro Line rubber. Colin Herzig with the Pro Line rubber. Actually, I'm not sure what Billy Easton runs. Mark Sousa with the Pro Line rubber. Alberto Zumbado with AKA rubber. And we're going to send it down to Aaron for the Team Associated Pit Report.
Down here trackside with Tanner Stees taking the win here in a very tough pro truck being made. There's a lot of action going on, a lot of people swapping positions for the whole 30 minutes.
Yeah, I made a quick tire change before the race